Hey guys, this is Asker from Breakfree Trading. So it's been a while since we had review of Sonar trades in the beginning of the week, and I thought we should go through and see what we have for us. So I have my filter set to daily. We'll start from the highest time frames and move down. Exotics off, bonds off, all setups. There we go. So have a look at AUDUSD. Yeah, doesn't look too bad. I like this general consolidation into this neutral level, and then a pull back, and then a little more resistance, and then a good breakthrough. That would be a nice retest. I think that's a very solid trade. I think it's a well-placed stop loss. Next up we have Aave, some cryptocurrency. So what you want to keep in mind is that probably Aave is not the only crypto setup that you can get exposure to, and pretty much all of crypto trade with Bitcoin in the same direction. So while this might be a good trade, what you want to consider is that if this is the best trade in the crypto market. So we'll come back to that, but technically it doesn't look too bad. But if you notice, it doesn't have the same consolidation into this level as AUD we just saw, which consolidated into this level, pulled back, and then pushed through. Here it's just a straight push through, which gives it a higher chance of just cutting straight through this neutral level on the way down. So let's see, move on. Okay. I mean, it's very far away from the entry at this point. Yeah, might be alright. Might be alright. Not my favorite, and I'm not sure what it is. If you have a look in general, what these markets like to do is overextend, right? Overextend without bouncing. Same here, overextending. So even though we have some work here before, for me this price action is more sideways than directional. I prefer to avoid it. Should have a setup on Bitcoin here, but it's not sure. Okay, here it is on 20k. Well, yeah, that's a classic trade, of course. I think many people have this in mind right now. The stop loss is more than fair, that's for sure. And the thing is, this could play out for sure. Bitcoin could test 25k from here, no problem. I think maybe I would be more interested in trading this on a 1 hour or 4 hour time frame than the daily. And the reason for that is that I'm not sure on the bounce it will get here. Maybe it will get there, but it will take a little bit longer, and I think it's going to come down to 20k and consolidate here for a bit, and it will give a better opportunity to trade this on the lower time frame from the beginning. But you know, it depends on your style. Those are just my thoughts. Some more cryptocurrencies. Tesos. I'm not really. See, Ethereum. It's kind of looking like Aave. You know, it's kind of the same setup. Same with Bitcoin. So I wouldn't take too many of these. I really would not. I would, because it's the same trade. I would go find the market that performs the strongest, behaves the strongest, and that's the market I would focus on. And I think that's Bitcoin right now, to be honest. Now there might be some altcoins making bigger gains, but that's not necessarily strength. That's just low liquidity and volatility. Alright, now we got some stocks coming up. Verizon. Yeah, it would probably be a nice buy down here. Alright, I think we've seen enough crypto because it's kind of the state of all of them, so we'll just take crypto off for a second here. Just focus on a few more forex setups. There we go. Yeah, for a second. Alright, Euro GBP. It's a very tight setup. You'll probably get away with this. But if it starts coming down here and it touches TP1 again, and it doesn't have a strong confirmation upwards from that, probably not buy this anymore down here. Probably not a good idea. Silver euro, okay. Yeah, looks bullish. I think could touch 25. Setup itself is fine. Maybe a little bit late. Should have that entry here. I'm not you could, yeah, maybe you could go for it if it came down for one more round. But it's already a lot of consolidation, a lot of interaction in this level. So you might want to keep that in mind. See if we can find a better metal setup. GBPAUD, we had some strong volatility here. Skews with the setup a little bit. Yeah, I would avoid this. So what I see here on RTD is that the strength is just not there right now. You're still on those with Frank. I would avoid this. Just doesn't look interesting to me. So this could be interesting. This could be interesting. I'm not sure. I think it will be better on 4 or 1 hour than to trade this on a 1 day time frame. Okay, moving along. So now we have 4 days ago. I mean, for sure, if it gets back here, that would be a great short. Depending on how it gets there, of course. Alright, let's move into lower time frames. 4 hour, 1 hour. So. Do you think how strong this trend is? I think this will be alright to trade. Yeah, I think this would be alright. So this is directly in the zone right now. Could probably get away with buying this and make a decent trade from it. Oh, and then we have the Japanese market, which is completely out of whack because of the bond buying, unlimited bond buying from the Japanese government, basically printing money again. Yeah, probably a great shot. You probably wanna. It's probably really worth paying attention to the yen and general Japanese markets, because this looked like a situation that is very inefficient, meaning that someone else is doing very inefficient activities in the markets to keep stability or whatever they're trying to do. And that means inefficiency, that means a good opportunity to make money. So that's probably a good opportunity. Euro USD, wanted to buy down here. Yeah, can probably get away with a buy down here. CHF. Coming in now, I see, okay. Yeah, I think this might be alright, I'm not sure. It's a little strange. This is just the beginning of a new week. But given that it's already showing, like, yeah, it could be, I think this is worth buying, because we already have some buyers showing up here early days. But I mean, when London opens in a few hours, we might see a completely different result. But okay, moving along. It's the same, all the same. AUD CAD. Buying that here. Yeah, it might be alright. Probably will be alright. You can see we have like a very nice curve. And these curves in general, what they show is some kind of active buying program, algorithm, whatever. Some inventory being taken off the market in a linear way. And that creates these curves that every time that the market drops down, it's being bought up. So yeah, I think this is a good buy. I like to trade these curves. I stop trading these curves when they start going parabolic like this, you know, and then once they go too high, once they go too high, that's when you wanna stop trading it, because that's usually when you get some kind of violation, and then the market starts to head down after that. But down here in the making, while it's still making it, yeah, I think it looks good. AUD looks good. Let's see here. GBP CAD. Then we're gonna look at 15 minutes setup. GBP CAD. Nothing that really screams. Okay, what is USD again? Okay. All right, let's move into 15 minutes. Where the fun begins. Take equities, will include crypto. GBPAUD. Seeing a short up here. Yeah, I think that might be alright. The trend overall supports mean reversion from here. Mean reversion, what that means is just in general, every time that the market moves out of stability or in an efficient market, it just gets sold down over time. So I think that'll be alright to do another short here. Okay, we got the DAX. Looking to buy the DAX here, 15,000. Yeah, for a quick trade. You know, if we get a dump into the open like that would be very nice. I think overall this looks like a fair trade. It's a good strength in this market. We have this slow kind of bleed coming down. What we want to see is some kind of capitulation where it just dives in. We don't want to see it do like this all the way down here, because that's weakness into our demand level, and that's not really what we want to see. What we want to see is that we want to see a little bit fuck around here, and then a quick down and a dive like that, take the TPs out. That's a happy day. Use the Singapore dollar. Yeah, it looks like a nice downtrend. I think this could be a good sell. I think this could be a very decent sell. Up here, you can see it's even going out of its channel, whatever you want to call it, was in here. And the one thing you want to pay attention to in general is that when you do have a channel like this, right, it's common for markets to drop out of it and then go all the way to the extreme, to the other side of it, and even test the other side as well. That's pretty common when you have a reaction like this, and it's also the same you see over and over again. And why is that? The reason for that is a lot of times liquidity gets trapped here as it gets sold down here, and what can you say? People see this trend line and they just kind of panic sell into this, and then the markets love to just squeeze them out. And that's all it is. It's just people doing stupid shit. Okay, moving on. XRP BTC, not worth anything. New Zealand dollar. Worth paying attention to. So we were looking at a setup on the higher time frames, but here I don't see anything right now. It's pretty messy. Let's move on. Ethereum here, on a 1 hour setup from here, 1561-ish, 62, yeah, probably be fine. Have some other cryptocurrency. We got gold, sorry, we got silver here. Not sure why all setups are not loading today. We'll have a look into that. Either way, strong trend here. I'll not be surprised to see it retrace all of this and then even go a little bit lower than this, and then another test. surprised to see that. Okay, so that was, I mean, the idea is great, right? We just missed a tiny bit. Yeah, but nice setup. Let's see if we can find some more. There's a lot of cryptocurrency. Let's try to fill the cryptocurrencies. Jeez. That looks pretty repeated. Not sure why it's duplicating here. Oh well. Alright, so main points to take away, guys. When opportunities come into the market, they often come in packs, meaning that you'll get more opportunity than one and multiple different markets at the same time. So what you want to do, what you want to pay attention to is that, let's say we have gold, right? Silver, sorry. Let's say we have silver here. And you're looking, and you get a setup on silver versus gold. Well, what you want to pay attention to is that you want to go to RTD. You will look at the current strength being measured, and the market with the strongest trend is the one that you want to be trying to buy. Why? Because that's where you have active buyers that's going to come in and move the market after you're bought, because they're already buying. They're already in progress of buying. We already have documented this from, you know, the past days or weeks or hours through the algorithm, and what it means is that there's an active buyer, and after you're bought, they will most likely come in and buy even more after you. Whereas if you take a weak trending market that doesn't have any, that doesn't have a strong trend. Let's see if we can. Okay, this is okay. Well, you can see this option is only 36%, right? So it's very different from silver, which was 150%, and what you want to pay attention to is when you get these opportunities that come into the market, or during high volatility news or whatever, when they come into the Sonar, what you want to pay attention to is which one has the strongest, you know, RTD trends, and that's the one you want to be gunning for. That's the one you want to go for. And it's the same if it's a short setup coming in, and you're looking to short, then you want to find the strongest downtrending markets, because what it shows is that there's an active seller that's like actively selling, meaning after you have sold, they'll most likely come in and sell after you again and bring the price down. You're just front running that. So yeah, guys, that is it for this Monday. I hope you enjoyed this and it will be helpful, and I hope you have a great week, and I'll see you on Wednesday, the live stream. See you everyone.